We've been talking about coloring your hair for a while, and
We're finally doing it.
today is the day.
We're doing it.
You're feeling like you want something still natural, but a little bit more vibrant,
Yeah,
right?
I love being a redhead, and I think red is such a, amazing color, but I'm 10 months postpartum. I'm starting to get some grays in the roots. The texture doesn't feel as great, and I think I just want something a little like richer, still natural, but a little more vibrant and just kind of a little more oomph.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not gonna use bleach, which is great. So it's just gonna be super healthy on your hair. And then when that's out, that's gonna basically give you like kind of a lighter like red in your hair, like more coppery, not super red, but like it's gonna lighten it up a little bit. Like it's gonna make it it's gonna give it some life. I'm gonna use 60 grams of the L-00 and then a little bit, like 15 grams of the L-77 because it's copper and this is clear. So I'm essentially using this to lift her natural red hair a little bit. It doesn't need to be blonde, so I don't use bleach. This is why I'm using this. I love the Fashion Lights for redheads or really, really warm browns. So I'll use this in replace of bleach. That's my little secret for you guys. I had a last minute afterthought. After talking to Allie, we also want her to be richer and more vibrant. So I'm gonna use Vibrance for Lowlights, and that's gonna make sure her hair doesn't get like too one color. It's gonna have the depth, the lows, the highs, and you need the dark to sometimes see the light. 45 of the 757, 15 grams of the 7-77. The gel I like because it kind of gets on the hair easier. So when you're trying to cover pre-existing color or just saturate the hair really well, I love the gel. The cream is great for like root touch-ups. So like really having preciseness. But for the lowlights, I like them to flow. I like fluidity. All mixed up, we're ready to go. On the ends, 9-7, the 10-57 and the 7-57 together. And then I'll use this for this, this for this. I'm gonna do a little mixing here. So I use a dark bowl for the top of the low light and then a light bowl for the ends. So like, it'll be essentially like this. We're doing the head sheet. The placement plan is, I'm gonna do like more fine highlights and then I'm gonna do thicker lowlights. A lot of my clients, whether they're on TV, in a movie or a model, they wanna look really natural. And even if they come to the salon and they're a stay-at-home mom, they also wanna look natural, and I just wanna make sure I don't overdo it. So a lot of the times I will start somewhere and then I'll build on it, but at the end of the day, I'd rather the hair be the perfect amount of red and not too red, because no one wants fire engine red hair if they're not expecting it. I highlighted her and lowlighted her, and then I dried her up to see the color and the ratio of dark and light and the dimension. Okay, so we finished the lowlights and I dried her hair up just to see it, and we want to make the roots richer. So we're just gonna make this part of her hair more vibrant and then get rid of like the little streaks from the highlights. So the front, I'm gonna use 10-57 and 7-57 to make 8.5-5-7. And then I'm gonna use, again, 6 volume. If you're curious why I didn't use 13, it's because I don't want her roots to be hot. It'll make her roots redder, and the heat from her scalp would make it process more too, so it would just throw the whole entire look off. After the highlights and lowlights, I'm gonna use Vibrance Demi-Permanent on her roots to blend the highlights and the lowlights, but also make her base a little richer and redder. She's naturally a redhead, I just wanna make it more vibrant. I'm gonna use 757, 45 grams, and then 9-7, 15 grams with 60 grams of 6 volume. And I'm gonna use the Vibrance Gel Activator. So this will go here. Because back here, she's not as light as she is here, you can tell. So I don't want this to look, if I do a darker color here, this will grow in and look like she has gray roots, which is not a good idea. Yeah, not a good idea. And I'm only really taking what feels natural. So like kind of in front of the ear, like just like a little bit of hair. Like if someone has a lot of hair, I would probably, she's got a good amount of hair, so I'm using fairly thicker piece in the front, but if someone had really fine, thin hair, you might not want to take as thick of a section. So it's all, again, custom to the client. If the client looked better with cooler tones, I might do a cooler version of that and like keep the placement similar, or like the amount, like the ratio of dark to light. Yeah. I would keep that the same, and then I would just change the tone. It's really about shadows, it's about light, about tone. It's all the different things that go in, you know, have an effect on the client's hair. So it's just kind of taking all those things into consideration with who you're doing, what their goals are, what their hair history is. It's a big combination of a lot of things. And then I work my way around the head. The gel developer is so nice. I can evenly spread the color throughout her hair section by section. She's got a lot of hair, and this is the way I like to apply my base colors so I can keep track of everything and make sure nothing is missed. Once I rinse the roots, then I'm gonna do an all over color with Vibrance. We first went in with 45 grams of 9-7 and 15 grams of 10-57. And I used 6 volume. It wasn't quite vibrant enough, so I went in with a little extra punch. You can see here on the second all over color, I added in 15 grams of 7-77, which is more copper, and then an extra 15 grams of just the 0-77 booster. So it would really be vibrant and shine, and she'd notice a big change in her hair color. This is the finished look on Allie's natural red hair color. We just enhanced it with Vibrance using lowlights, and I also highlighted her with fashion lights. Okay, so it just takes her natural hair color to the next level, makes it richer, and this is a perfect thing to do in your clients for fall. And it just gives the most shiny, vibrant effect. You feel like it gives a vintage redhead vibe, and we love it.